services in 2013. So please welcome your event host. He's still here after 11 years. They tried to teach him to program. They tried to teach him to manage. He couldn't do either of those, but here he is anyway, Mr. Chris Dixon.
Oh, thank you very much. It's tremendously exciting to be here for the inaugural ISS Staff Awards, recognising achievement in ISS through 2013, and there's been a massive amount of achievement. I'm always humbled by the level of skill, dedication and professionalism by all of the team in ISS. But today I'm excited to announce that I'm in a unique position, the first time ever I know something that all of you don't, and that's who's won the awards. So I'm going to enjoy it. It's been a fantastic response. We had some really great nominations from across all the different teams, and we should just perhaps pause to remember that there's lots of things that don't get nominated. The people that scrabble around in comms rooms or sit cutting code into the middle of the night to keep things working, and I'm sure there's lots of different examples. Perhaps we should think about those as we recognise these awards. I was really happy as well to see so many people getting involved and voting. 76 people cast their votes and nominated, and we should just remember that these are ISS awards, so the management team has nothing to do with the nominations and the voting. These are voted for by you. But of course you don't want to hear me talking. You want to hear our fantastic director talking, I can tell that you do. And if you cast your minds back to last Christmas, he wasn't here, yet it feels like he's the Grand Old Duke of ISS. I want you to put your hands together for the man that puts the man into Manchester, the fizz into physics and the I into ISS, Dr. Paul Harness!
Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down the hill. And when they were up, they were up.
I'm slightly taken aback. Believe it or not, this is the toned down version of what Chris wanted to do. But basically, I'm not going to talk very long. I just want to firstly thank you all for welcoming me to ISS, which is now about 9.5 months ago. I've really enjoyed it here, and it's I think, as today illustrates, or this afternoon illustrates, it's a really great and interesting place to be. Thanks to Chris for organising today, but also to Graham, Dave Ingalls, all the event teams who've put all this wonderful stuff together. Thanks to Lindsay and Naomi for organising the catering and everything else. Thank you to the band, who I think are wonderful, and a few people have said to me Ruth's the star of the show, so that's not one to nominate. I don't know where she disappeared, but very, very impressed. So really, I just want to take the opportunity to wish you all a happy Christmas and a peaceful New Year, and I will move out of the way and we'll get on with the awards ceremony, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay, so it's time for the first award of the evening, the hotly contested Customer Service Awards. And to do this, I'm going to hand over to a member of the ISS leadership team. I was going to say that she puts the ass into Astor, but I'm not sure that that's allowed. I am, however, interested to see how she records this on her timesheet. Give it up for Pauline Woods-Wilson!
So I might have to grow a bit. Thank you, Chris. Fantastic. Fantastic customer service. And this is the Customer Service Award. And it's not for good, it's not for great, but it's for outstanding customer service. And the nominations are Rachel Anderson, for dealing with building issues and ASTA issues and staying sane. Yes. I'm not sure, I can't see Paul. Paul Boyd, is he here? For providing an approachable and friendly liaison service between ISS and external contractors. To Naomi Stewart for being generally brilliant and never too busy to help. To Brian Skidmore for always going the extra mile for staff, no matter what the request. To Steve Knowings for helping staff and students get the most from our e-learning systems. To Steve Collinson for his excellent support provided during the Faculty of Health and Medicine move to Furness. To John Davey for his work capturing and presenting ISS evidence for customer service excellence. And the last nomination is Peter Toosfroggatt for his commitment to customer service in the ISS workshop. Do I get music there? No. To make your own music, okay. And the winner is Naomi Stewart.
Naomi is always willing to lend a hand, has an incredible bank of knowledge, and is always able to provide a solution. She deserves the award just for having to manage with Chris all the time.
It's the springs that Naomi made. Well done, Naomi. Thanks, Ross. Thank you. Very well deserved.
I should point out that all award winners will receive a proper engraved glass trophy as soon as we've made them. But for now, Naomi's made these very nice spoons from Asda. Okay, it's now time to look at our innovation category. And for this, I'm going to hand over to another member of the management team. He's someone who knows how to innovate, especially if it's with a sheet of A4 paper. He's a man who knows all about lipsticks on chickens. He can tell you whether you're pregnant or you're not. And take notes, CIS, he believes that anything can be done because it's only software. Give it up for the amazing Andrew Meikle!
So all of the other managers are now dreading what their intro music is going to be. At least I got mine over with. Thank you very much, Chris. Very interesting. We've got an innovation award before we have an innovation unit, and I think that just shows how innovative we are and how quickly we move. I'd also like to say that I think there's a very good chance that someone called Dan will be in the innovations unit, because you'll see there's a common theme, common thread runs through the nominations. So the nominations are Dan Mayers for the VoIP rollout, for largely automating the VoIP rollout. Damon, Lee and Dan in CIS for the staff directory. Dan Kershaw for iLancaster for developing a number of innovative applications within iLancaster, including the live wind turbine application. And I think we're missing a Dan here. Phil Tubman and Tim Ellis for delivering content for the new Lancaster University MOOCs. And the winner is... There's seriously no drum roll. Damon, Lee and Dan for the staff director.
Damon, Lee, and Dan worked hard to deliver a fantastic replacement to the online telephone directory very quickly. It's now receiving much praise and helping people reach their colleagues more easily.
So we're actually missing Dan right now, but I'll ask Damon and Lee to accept this on Dan's behalf as well. Congratulations.
Sorry, I forgot to do a drum roll last night when I was up in the wee small hours putting my tracks together. That's a learning point for next year. It shows that you can always do better. And now it's time for the team award category. A man with the same name as a whiskey can't be all that bad in my opinion. And only yesterday he didn't complain when we lost at doubles badminton to Ruth and Lindsay, even maintaining his cool when he split his pants. Ladies and gentlemen, putting the Tigger into Tig, the wonderful Mark Jameson.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for sharing my embarrassing secret with everybody. So I'm delighted to have been asked to present the Team Award for two reasons. One, because teamwork's really important in delivering really good stuff. It's rewarding in and of itself. But also, according to these instructions, I misunderstood it. I thought I got to spoon the award winners. It appears I just present them with something. So I'm a bit disappointed. So the nominations are, and I didn't nominate the first people, this is TIG Networking, who apparently deliver high-profile, high-quality solutions time after time and give 110% commitment to the university. Next up we have Julie and Diane for cheerfulness and doing a great job of keeping the building tidy despite the best efforts of the rest of us. That's a popular one. The Lucy team, CIS Academic, who burn the midnight oil during critical periods in the year. A very dedicated and conscientious team, I'm sure you believe. Next up we have the ISS Web Transformation team. Now there's a lot of people in this, but I am going to read through the list because we don't want to miss anybody. So we've got Steve Bennett, Heath Boffey, Dave Bleasdale, John Davey, Neil Dodd, Olga Falco, Rachel Fiddleston, Tracy Friday, Mandy Gates, Andrew Lucas, Christine Percival and Dave Perry, who have continued against all odds to make progress. We then have the CIS DBA team, who provide great expertise to the other teams within CIS, not just about databases, without which it wouldn't be possible to deliver our resilient services and new developments. And the final team that's been nominated is a small team. It's Steve Warner-Jones and Christine Percival for their work in raising awareness of information security issues, a program of security reviews, training and ongoing advice and guidance. Service desk. Indeed. We also have a late entry here, the ISS Service Desk, who I think do a cracking job. And the reading is, for working with all of ISS to deliver a great resolution rate to customer issues. So, are we ready? I sense the nervousness in the room. We don't need a drum roll. And the winner is Julie and Diane.
Julie and Diane work incredibly hard to clean up our messes and keep our building looking great. Just don't let them catch you leaving finger marks in the lift.
Now, unfortunately, Julie and Diane can't be with us, so I think I'll keep the spoon and present it to them when I next see them. But it also means... Oh, Lisa.
No, it's Karen.
Karen. Are you gonna? You'll give it to her. Are you gonna give a speech? Come on, Karen.
Can I just say thank you to all of you for recognising the two cleaners that you have, Diane and Julie. It's really nice that you've taken the time to do it, really, because sometimes they get missed and they do a really good, important job. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. Now it's time for our penultimate award. This is the internal award, recognising people that have made a difference to us in ISS. And here I'm going to hand over to Rachel. Now, anyone that can work with Mel for this long without getting mad, or going mad in fact, or both, has definitely got my vote. She's still not won her cake for delivering the ISS website, but she's still here, so that's good in my book. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sheriff of County, the Countess of Communication, Rachel Flegelstone!
Andrew was right, people out there are getting really scared about what's going to happen next. Yes, I am still here, is that too? Okay. So, there's not very many nominations in this award, so I won't be here for very long. The internal award acknowledges all the initiatives and ideas that actually make our life easier, rather than just the customers that we deal with. And the nominations are Will Johnson, and I quote, for developing a very useful, foolproof interface to allow easy backup and diagnosis of the ASTA timesheet databases. So I think that's, any of you can do that. I get to quote it. Okay. Richard Gattrell for delivering his service operations information to everyone in ISS through his ISS services web pages. And James Fraser for generally making everybody's life on the service desk easier. He's developed the one-click system, which I have no idea what that is, and a tool to help people with provisioning admin rights on the service desk. So, well done, James. That's it, so I can move swiftly on. It's good, this. And the winner is Richard Gattrell.
Richard not only maintains a number of critical systems, but in 2013 has worked to provide management information to every corner of ISS. His skills will be greatly missed.
You're going to give a speech. I was going to say, somebody might have to give their spoon back.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, the excitement is building, the tension is palpable. It's time for our final award category, the hotly contested individual award category. And for this I'm going to hand over to the person who holds the ISS hardware budget. So be nice. And mine's an iPad Air. Oh, this is where my music went wrong. Not Doctor Who, but Dr. Hughes. We'll see what he gets.
Yeah, up to chaos. Right, this is the individual award, acknowledging the contribution made by an individual over the year. There are lots of individuals in ISS, and there are lots of people with this award nominated for this award, so I'll work my way through them. Phil Morgan, for showing outstanding leadership and skills delivering great service in LUMS. David Neal, for his significant contribution to Lecture Capture Project and Teaching Space Services team. Steve Bennett, for doing pretty much everything. Ian Anderson, for spearheading the transformational telephony project. James Livesey, for improving the postgraduate admission system and for his outstanding contributions to CIS. Nat Warbank, for building the web framework on which Lucy online services will be built, ensuring the transformation of the Lucy application. Libby Phillips, for her outstanding contribution to the timetable system, providing feeds to users across multiple devices and for performing difficult systems upgrade work. Dan Jackson, for his work on web design development across CIS and ISS this year, including responsive, mobile-friendly designs for Target Connect, Staff Directory, Student Portal, and Moodle. Brian Elshaw for his dedication to representing the needs of our users and identifying new ways of working that deliver fantastic value. Gavin Bland for leading his team of LUMS technicians and for delivering great second-line support in a demanding area of the university. Been early at the end. Olga Falco for her excellent work and dedication to developing and delivering the programme of training and support for the new CMS system. And last but not least, Abby Wells for an amazing job in running the service desk in the Learning Zone and the ISS building. And the winner is Gavin Bland.
Kevin leads his team in the management school with skill and enthusiasm, able to keep the IT running whilst being approachable and caring to his team. He represents a great example of a team manager at ISS.
Thank you.
Excellent. All that remains for me to say is to reiterate thanks to every single person that makes up ISS, without whom these awards, this department, this building, the university IT services, the whole world in general wouldn't be possible. A massive well done, and you also helped cover all my mistakes. So fantastic, and just to wish you all an extremely happy Christmas. We look forward to seeing you in the new year. Please have some more food, have some more wine, and if you want, we might come and do a few more songs for you. Well done, everyone.